Let's solve questions related to industrial electronics in AP ESET 2019 question paper. So the first question, the number of semiconductor layers in a triac are, if you draw the block level diagram of a triac, it will be having an n-type and a p-type material, and then you will be having an n-type material and a p-type material, and you will be having n-type and p-type material. So it will be having 4 semiconductor layers. So this is your gate terminal, this is your other terminals. Okay. So next, when a UJT is turned on, the resistance between emitter terminal and lower base terminal, this actually is decreased in nature. So if you remember the characteristics, you have the concept of negative resistance. So this, if you see the emitter current and the emitter voltage, so in between these two, between the peak voltage and valley voltage, even voltage is increasing. So emitter voltage is increasing, then the current will be decreasing, which means both are not linearly proportional. Now this is the region of negative resistance, very important concept, which is in here. Next, which of the following is not a characteristic of an UJT? So here, bilateral conduction is not a concept related to UJT. However, you have intrinsic standoff ratio, which is RB1 by RB0, and also you have peak point voltage and negative resistance. So I'll try to show you pictographically. So see this. So you have intrinsic standoff ratio, and this is the concept of negative resistance which I have discussed, and you have the other factors. So these are the characteristics of UJT, but nowhere you have the concept of bilateral conduction. Next, so while working in a series operation, equalizing circuits are added across an SCR to provide uniform voltage distribution. So basically, thyristor with high internal resistances will have minimum leakage current. Hence, high voltages will appear across it in only off state. So this creates a voltage imbalance in the series connection. Hence, you need this concept of equalizing circuits in series connection. So I'll show you how exactly the circuits look. So remember, this is how your equalization for series connection will look. So this PDF which I have created having all the solutions is available in the web link provided in the description of this video. So what is the di by dt rating of an SCR? What does it specify? So it is the maximum allowable rate of rise of anode to cathode current without any damage or harm to SCR. So if you see the options, it basically is rising anode current. So if the rate of rise of anode current is very rapid compared to the velocity of charge carriers, local hotspots are created due to the concentration of the charge carriers in the restricted area. So generally you have to keep this, the units of this is ampere per microsecond, and you have to keep it in a range of 50 to 800 ampere per microsecond. Next, which of the following is a digital transducer? Among all this, encoder is a digital transducer because it will be converting, you have D0 to D7 inputs. let us take an 8x3 digital encoder, priority encoder. So this will only give 3 outputs. Okay. Now what is strain gauge? This is also a sensor whose resistance varies with force. Now this is basically used to convert force, pressure, tension and weight into change in electrical resistance. So when external forces are applied to a stationary object, stress and strain are the result. So here we also have to remember about LVDT. This is also a linear variable differential transformer. So it is basically an electrochemical transducer which converts rectilinear motion of an object to which it is coupled mechanically corresponding to an electrical signal. So next, which of the following is measured using a piezoelectric transducer? Now piezoelectric transducer works on the principle of piezoelectricity, in which the phases of piezoelectric material used are quartz, which is coated with a thin layer of conducting material such as silver. So now when stress is applied, the ions in the material move toward one conducting surface while others move towards the other side. So this is the principle. So this, if you observe, is used by the concept of force. Next, in phototransistor, the base current is directly proportional to light. So if you remember a phototransistor, it will be having an N plus in a P base and an N plus region. So whenever you have light, so the light is directly proportional to the base current. So when can ultrasonic waves be produced using piezoelectric oscillator? So ultrasonic waves are produced by a piezoelectric oscillator at resonance. So when the frequency of an oscillator circuit is equal to the frequency of vibrating crystal, at resonance, this ultrasonic waves are generated.